Hey Guru Nation, welcome back to the Clinical Trials Guru.com. We are entering the last real work week of 2016. Christmas is coming up, so hopefully everyone has a happy holidays. I'm sure I'll put a few more videos up prior to that. But let me just start out by saying thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everyone that's subscribed to YouTube, subscribed to the blog. This has been this year has been the Clinical Trials Guru's greatest growth spurt of any year, all right? And we're just going to carry that momentum into 2017. Hopefully I'm able to provide value for all of you guys. I know a lot of people have been able to get new jobs in the industry, and then there's been some research site owners that have been getting more studies and using some of the strategies from some of these videos for recruiting patients or for negotiating budgets with their PIs, whatever the case may be. Thank you very much for watching. It means a lot. We're going to have a really good 2017 in this industry. I can already feel it. So for those of you that are new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, okay? See, there's lots of value on this video platform and on the blog. The way you, at least I think there's a lot of value, I hope so. So the way this works, you send me your questions, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, or you can also call or text me 949-415-6256, or any social network. My two favorite, besides YouTube obviously, are Snapchat and Instagram, all right? And you can get a hold of me really quickly through those platforms. Dan Sver is my username. I feel like 2017 is going to be huge for Instagram as far as with the live streaming that they have now. So I have not done any Instagram live streams. I've done a lot of Facebook live videos. I've done Periscopes in the past, which is Twitter. But I'm thinking of doing Instagram, and then if Snapchat comes out with live streams, watch out, because I've got a pretty engaged audience on Snapchat. So a lot of good stuff happening, and today's question is from a site owner. They're new, and they're asking, when is it appropriate to invoice for certain things in a clinical trial? So obviously I understand this person, they're a startup, so cash is an issue, right? Cash is always an issue for any startup. But it's the oxygen of any business. So you need cash. So I don't blame you for getting your invoices early, all right? So you're far ahead of the vast majority of sites. Wait until the end of the study to invoice for things like archiving fee, pharmacy fee, patient transportation invoices, and make sure you negotiate all of these things in your budget, all right, in your contract. And we do that for our clients through my consulting company DSCS, in addition to getting studies for you guys, negotiating contracts on budgets, creating source documents for you, the whole nine, all right? We negotiate budgets, right? And one of the things we ask for is we make sure we get all these fees in the contract that you can invoice for, but they're not going to pay you for them just automatically. You have to send invoices. So pharmacy fee, archiving fee, startup fee, patient transportation fees, any recruitment you do, any advertising fees, you got to invoice these things, right? Most sites wait until the end of the year to do it, which now would be too late because it's December 19th, so you're not going to get this until January. It typically takes 30 days from the time a sponsor or a CRO receives your invoice for them to actually process the payment. But many sites do accumulate these things for the end of the year and then send it. But if you're a startup, you don't necessarily have that luxury, and you need to invoice it as soon as you can and as soon as is reasonably possible. So one of the items was amendment fee. All right, so we negotiate an amendment fee. So anytime a protocol is amended, you have to retrain your staff. You have to recreate source documents many times. These take time. These take man hours or women hours, and it's not free, right? You have to pay your staff. You have to pay your PI. You have to pay your sub-Is. You have to pay the person who's creating the source documents to revise them. So it's only fair that you ask for an amendment fee And when do you ask for this? So obviously with all the other fees I mentioned, archiving fee, startup fee, pharmacy fee, you invoice for those as soon as the contract is executed. And then there's other fees like patient transportation fees, right? You can invoice them as soon as you receive the invoice. However, I used to batch them, so I used to send patient transportation invoices. I would accumulate them all for each study and then send them out once a quarter to the sponsors. So I would accumulate, and we were a high enrolling site, so I would accumulate like, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 of these invoices for one study for patient transportation at $60 one way, or actually, sorry, $60 round trip. They would add up, right? So that's like $3,600 if I accumulated 60 of these invoices every quarter. So that was enough to pay rent, right, for a whole month. So invoice whenever you can, invoice early, invoice often. Obviously, if you have an amendment fee for a protocol amendment, you cannot invoice anything until the protocol amendment actually occurs. So you can't invoice for a protocol amendment fee when the study just started and there is no protocol amendment. But every study has at least 2 or 3 protocol amendments. So you invoice as soon as that happens. And here's the kicker, after you actually train your staff, right? So if you're going to be billing them for like 5 hours of your staff time and the protocol was amended that morning, and you send the invoice over to the sponsor that morning saying that it took 5 hours to train your staff, well, I mean, they're probably not going to really argue with you on it, but you should probably wait until the next day or until the training actually occurred in order to properly invoice the amendment fee, right? But everything else you can do at the beginning. Sometimes the archiving for the study archives, the records that you're supposed to retain at your site, they make you wait till the end. There's also closeout fees, all right? So sometimes they hold a percentage of the study budget until the end. So sometimes you have to invoice for those, although usually you don't. So hopefully this helps, all right? Thank you very much, Guru Nation. I appreciate it. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.